14, I was doing my thing. Blue laces, blue rag, blued up everything. You couldn't tell me different. I was crippin', fuck my opposition. If a nigga test us, we gon' honor all his wishes.
Something you mentioned earlier, for those that missed it or whatnot, but you mentioned you're a Crip member.
Yeah.
You're a member of the Crip. You've been a Crip since as long as I can remember. Since high school, I think, right?
That's a fact, yeah, before high school too.
But even before high school, right? So you started at a young age. So, like, a curious question I have for you. For like, I've been wanting to ask these gang members, the ones that's like really about it, really been, really out there doing it, and they out here for life with it to the day they die, right? Like, what made you feel that you wanted to join or needed to join? What was your purpose behind that? Why join again? What, you know what I'm saying? What made you feel like you wanted to?
Shit, I was young, cuz I was like 12 years old, man, when I got introduced to this shit. So it was more like, I could say I was looking for acceptance. I was looking for a family. I was looking for to belong to somewhere. Okay. And honestly, I had family. I had cousins and shit. I got a big family. I got a large family. You know that. Yeah. Like so it's like when I came from DR in 2002, my cousins that I knew that would come visit me while I was in DR, or come like, they come to DR and shit like that. They was out here cripping or affiliated with the Crips. So it's like, I don't know that shit from a hole in the wall. Ain't no Crips in DR, ain't no Bloods, ain't no none of that shit. It's just fucking Dominicans going crazy and shit. It's Dominican Republic, So when I come to New York, I'm in Harlem, I'm 139, and I got my cousin from the Bronx. He's coming from Mount Haven and shit, and this nigga wearing blue bandanas. He blued up, but I don't know what this shit mean. Like, you feel me? I'm just saying like, oh, all right, you dress cool. You feel me? So boom, we go to the park one day, and one of my older cousins and shit, he got loked in, and they put us to the side because we was young, we was 12. They put a couple of us to the side and shit, and I'm just there watching. I'm like, yo, why cuz getting beat up?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm like, why he getting beat up?
You saw somebody
I saw my cousin get beat up. Like, I was there. That was what I'm telling you.
To join the
game. Yeah. He joined and shit, but I didn't know that. I'm like, I'm 12, bro. And I got like 4 or 5 months. I got 4 or 5 months in the country in the United States. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, cuz, what's that? What he doing? And he like, oh, he wants to be a Crip and shit. I'm like, oh, where? And this is my big cousin. I love this nigga. So it's like, I'm like, all right, cool. I look up to him too, so I'm like, all right, cool, that's what that is. So is that like a group? I'm just asking mad questions, because I'm intrigued. I'm like, all right, bet. And now that I see that everybody that I know is affiliation, now I'm hanging around them. I'm the young boy hanging around everybody that's a Crip. And it's like, I just got influenced and I felt accepted. They showed me love, they showed me loyalty. And then it was like, it came at a point where I just felt like I wanted to be a part of this. I want to be a part of this.
Did you ever feel like there was like, damn, man, any consequences?
There was a lot of consequences.
No, not after you joined, like before you joined. You didn't think about that? You was young.
I was too young, bro. I was too young
You just knew that once you was in there, you was gonna be lit.
Once I was in there, I was gonna be lit. I was. They were showing me loyalty. They were showing me love, acceptance. We was fun.
So you felt like, why not?
Why not, bro? Because I'm already. Now check it. Now here's what happened. My cuz will always rock the blue flag. I've started rocking the blue flag without knowing that comes with consequences, like you said. I wear my blue flag to school. I don't know that there's Bloods down the block. There was Bloods, Ellen Doves. Shit. I don't know that they go to the school down the block, but I'm over here repping. Not knowing what I'm repping.
But
not fully understand.
Did your cousins at least school you like, yo, these are
they
the people you gotta
watch out for? They schooled me after I got into a fight and I came back and asked them.
So they're not gonna tell you like, yo, this is your rivals, by the way. You got the
because
guys,
I wasn't Crip.
That's
the thing. I wasn't Crip at the time.
Oh, okay.
I was just.
You were like an intern.
I was on some. I was like, I see my cousin doing this shit. I'm thinking it's okay. I'm Dominican. Like, yo, I'm Dominican as fuck. I'm a hick at the moment. I don't know what's from what. So I'm just thinking. I'm like, okay, cool. We can put this on. I don't know that there's a consequence to this shit. To wearing a blue bandana on your head and you can't go to certain neighborhoods. And at that time, 22. Anybody who really gangbanged in the early 2000s, y'all know that it was in New York. Y'all know that it was like Crips were outnumbered by Bloods. So there was Bloods everywhere.
Okay.
There was not. Now it's a different story and shit. Yeah. However, like at that time, it was just not this. It was hard to be a Crip out here. It was hard. Like you really had to have heart, and you really had to put in work. You really had to put in pain and shit. So now I got this blue bandana on. I'm walking down to school, and this blood nigga yelled in my face, and I'm like, I start laughing. I'm like, "Fuck, you making all that noise for?" I don't know what that means to him. I don't even know that that's a blood. That's a sign. Like, you know, that's a blood call and shit. I don't know nothing. I'm just laughing. I'm like, this nigga sounds stupid. Now after school, I'm fighting 2, 4, 5 blood niggas and shit. I'm getting beat up, and I'm like, what the fuck? I go back home. My cousin like, yo, we chop it up, and he's like, yo, cuz, you can't be wearing that. You're not Crip. But they're like, don't worry, we gonna handle that for you. Like, and they handled that for me. Okay. And I felt that also. Then that just from them like taking care of that for me, showed me like, you know, I got people that give a fuck about me. Like, you know, I mean, so. And that, you know, one thing led to another. I just started putting in work. After that, I started giving a fuck. Now it was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna wear this shit, and I'm gonna put in work. And I'm gonna show and prove my heart. And then boom, from there, one thing led to another. I got put onto the set, and boom. And here we are.
You know, it's crazy because I've seen documentaries, you know, gang affiliation, and the history behind the Crip blood and all that stuff. And, you know, just back in younger days, it's just like interested in
it's a lot of good. Like you could learn a lot. You could learn a lot
things about it.
Positive and negative, but it's
why they originated gangs in the first place. It was supposed to be like a union, a unity thing. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of shit started like that. It all starts with a positive foundation, with a positive root. If you dig deeper into anything, everything is for a positive reason. It's just the outcome of certain situations and shit. When you got gangs in the hood. It's not like you got gangs in the suburban area. You got gangs in the urban areas, in the communities where there's poverty and shit. So it's like you gotta expect some type of certain violence that comes with that shit, with the territory. It's like same shit with the mafia. It's an organized crime. They was protecting their neighborhoods, they little Italian neighborhoods and shit, but they was also committing violence shit. They was with the bullshit.
Some of them got greedy.
They got greedy and shit, but
even though it was against the rules.
But it comes with that. It like, you know, that's part of the culture. That's part of the whole shit.
When I've noticed, what I've heard, when I'm watching and hearing about it, I forgot the name of the gangs here in the Bronx. It wasn't like a Crip or Lincoln. It was like kind of like
God Body and shit.
No, it was kind of like a Black Panther, you know, but for Spanish people, mostly Puerto Rican in the Bronx.
Nieta?
Nah. It wasn't like gang. It was formed to go. It was like an anti-government thing. Like I forgot the name.
I know what you're talking about. I remember some of it was back in the day and shit. It was like the Puerto Rican.
But my point being is that they formed that group not to commit violence or hurt anyone else. It was just to go against the government. You know what I'm saying? They had a kind of like how the Black Panther started. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, that's how I felt, how it was. So I started looking at these documentaries and hearing people out, how they started, coming from the childhood or whatever. So when I found out, one of the main reasons why people joined is because they was looking for a community. They was looking for a unity, like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to feel accepted. So it's funny that you said that. And I figured out that was one of the main reasons why people join. I'm like,
a lot of people, like, some people join for protection, some people join for like, this is the main shit cracking right now. Like this is what's going on. I know niggas who join like, and then they don't make it through. They don't stand the test of times because a lot of that's the shit. Like, you know, like people join to be accepted. At the end of the day, like that's probably the foundation. Like you want people. There's also certain people that just join to join. Because they want to be a part of what's going on, not knowing that it's deeper, not knowing that there's consequences. I learned my consequences quick. Because I was outside a lot, and it was like I had to see different faces. I had to bump into different people and shit, and I was alone. And I'm not always rolling with 30 niggas and shit. I'm by myself a lot of times. So it's like you gotta learn. And again, like I said, at that time. 2005, 2004, 2003, those years, nigga, you had to fight 4 or 5 niggas on the train and shit just to go to school because you a Crip. Yeah. Oh, that's that Crip nigga. Even if you're not flagging, they recognize your face. And I'm a light-skinned Crip nigga. Put it like that. They go that light-skinned Crip nigga. Once I hit high school, it was a wrap. I was the only Crip nigga. It was like me and one other nigga and shit. And it was just bad. It wasn't bad. I'm gonna take that back. It was good because it was for me. I was with everything already.
All right.
I was with the
So
bullshit.
I came in with experience.
Yeah, I came in with the like, all right, y'all niggas, I already know what type of time. I could tell you a blood. I could tell you this. I could tell you that. I'm here.
Yeah.
I mean, and then from there, like, I earned my respect. There was other people like, there's blood niggas. I get along with blood niggas and shit. I get along with certain other gangs and shit, certain other gang members and shit. But like, you know, but at the end of the day, like, I'm a man first. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man first. I'm a crib second. And you know, you gonna respect me as a man. Like, I don't care. Like, I never tolerated disrespect. I didn't have to be a crib to like be tough or like whatever. I was tough before this shit. I just got with a group of other people that was like fucking with me and shit, whatever. So it was like, you know, I had to go through a lot of shit, a lot of tests my gangster, my character. It made me tough, and like, you know, and then like I said, I had to deal with a lot of consequences too, like with the law, because I was living outside the law. I was operating outside the law. It was not like I was doing community service. Yeah. You know, I was doing dumb shit. So
it was back in high school. It was a lot of bugged out shit.
Yeah, it was a lot of bugged out shit going on and shit. And, you know.
Yo, I've seen a lot, and I'm like, son, I'm not even in the shit. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, bro, and that's a shit. And you know what's crazy? Because when you young, when I was young like that, I be thinking about myself like, at that age, I was reckless as fuck because I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I didn't fear the law. I didn't fear dying. I didn't care. I didn't have nothing to lose. I barely felt like I had anything to live for. The only thing I was living for was the glory of the game.
Why'd you feel like that in the first place?
I don't know. I was just reckless, bro. I don't know.
How do you not care about getting locked up and doing time?
Because yo, you know what's crazy? When you're 15, when you're 13, 14, 15, anywhere under 15 in New York, your mom's gonna pick you up from the precinct when you get locked up.
Right.
And that was what was happening. I kept getting arrested and my mom would pick me up. I'll get arrested, my mom would pick me up. I get arrested, my mom would pick me up. So I felt above the law. I felt like I was like, you can't touch me. You can't touch me, not until I caught my first felony at 15. And they were there. My mom couldn't just pick me up. I had to stay. I got charged as an adult. And I had to stay. I had to sit down. Like, that hurt. That hurt. Because I was only 15 and they came and got me and I was like, my mom's I'm gonna be out here by like 11. Nah, they was like, nah, you going to central bookings. I'm like, what's that? Oh, yeah, you gonna get processed as an adult. You got a felony, bro. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Shit, this shit different, like that shit. So that's what happened. And then from there, like, you know, it just, I was still fighting my case and whatever, but it was just more or less, that was the mentality that I had at that age, at being young and being able to like, feel like I was above the law. And then when the judge sentenced me, I had that time to sit down. And when I came home, like, ain't nobody want to be locked up. That shit's whack. That shit's whack, bro. Like,
you know, all the experience you had and, you know, being a crib, stuff like that, and going through high school, being reckless, bugging out, you know, not giving a fuck lifestyle, as you mentioned. Do you feel like you lost out on a lot of opportunities as far as, like, growth, as far as, like, you could have been someone else today, something like that?
Possibly, yeah, it's crazy. I just had this conversation last night with my cousin and shit. I asked him, like, yo, cuz, you feel like we took advantage of our youth? And he's like, hell yeah, we had fun. We was doing what we wanted to do. We was living life. We was living life as a teenager.
I ain't bugged out though.
Nah, yeah. Okay. But you bugged out in my way. In your way.
My way.
You feel me? I was bugging out in my way. Right. I was having fun. I was living my life and shit. Cause I reminisce. I tell these stories and I laugh and I feel good telling these stories because I'm able to tell these stories still free. You understand what I'm saying? I'm able to tell you the lessons that I learned from these stories today. You know, so I tell you that shit with a smile on my face, not because it's like I thought it was for like you know,
you're not proud of it.
Like you know, it's more like there's a lesson to be learned. Like I'm here, I'm able to still tell you that. So I do feel like I held myself back. I was able to. If I was able to go back, I probably finished school. That's probably one of my biggest regrets in life, not ever graduating high school because I was smart. I liked school. I just kept getting into fights and kept getting suspended.
Gotcha. So being affiliated with a gang obviously stopped you from pursuing your academics.
Nah, not necessarily. Actually, You know what's crazy? A lot of my fights came from fighting for other people. A lot of my suspensions, my academic shit, it came from fighting for other people. It wasn't necessarily my beef. I earned my respect. I put in my work. The work the people I was fighting, people I had beef with, I didn't go to school with. That happened outside. That was happening in the hood. I was doing shit out there. What I was doing, what got me kicked out of school was, definitely my gang affiliation, but it was my loyalty to people.
Gotcha.
My loyalty was used against me in certain ways. It was like, my cousin got beat up. All right, so I gotta go beat these niggas up because they beat my cousin. Or one of my homies got robbed for their phone. I bet we're gonna go get them niggas back for their phone. And this is all happening in school. And it's like, but it's like my loyalty and being that I'm that young rowdy nigga that is always with the shits. I'm the go-to guy. I'm the nigga that you gonna go to like, yo, yeah. I'm like, all right, bet, let's go beat these niggas up. So what? I'm bored anyway. I ain't doing shit. What's up with it? Oh, they hang out over there at McDonald's? All right, bet, let's go over there. Oh, they over there by the park? All right, let's go over there. Oh, they get out at what time? All right, bet, we're gonna wait for them over here. What train they take? All right, we're gonna wait for them at the train station. Boom. All right, boom, and that's it. That's how I was operating and shit. But in all reality, like, my mom's always realized, she's like, yo, bro, you're not even in jail for something that a nigga that had a problem with you. You're in jail for doing something for somebody, like attacking somebody else for somebody else. You always getting in trouble for somebody else's problems. Yeah. And it took for me to sit there, like, it sunk in. You know, I had to let that sink in. And it was just like, as the months went by, I started realizing, I'm like, yo, she right. And it's my loyalty. I'm a loyal ass nigga. Yeah. My first tattoo on my chest was loyalty. I'm loyal to the soil, for real. And it's like, but it's also lessons that come with that. You got to learn how to use your loyalty the right way, you know, because you could be loyal to the right people and loyal to the wrong people. Right. But, you know, that's that shit did help me back. It held me back because I was always ready to perform. I was always ready to, like, you know, so it did help me back at sometimes. But then I would get suspended and I'll be outside and then it'll be like, all right, now I got time for all the bullshit. Y'all just gave me more time to fight. Y'all just gave me more time to act and do dumb shit. So, you know, it wasn't all bad though. It wasn't always bad. It was a lot of good times too, because I can't.
I'm sure you had. Yeah.
Can't just sit here and be like, I was fighting every day. I mean, I think I was though. I felt like that at some point, but I feel like
you had some good memories.
I have a lot of good memories, man, because, you know, niggas went to the beach, niggas was cut school, be in the crib, watching movies and shit, go to the movie theaters, run from police and shit, like it was fun. Like high school was fun. Those days was fun. Even after that, like, it was still fun and shit. So,
do you have any regrets of joining? Like, knowing what you know right now,
nah,
all this,
nah,
and you go back,
nah. I wouldn't go back.
You would still accept to be a Crip?
I would still be a Crip.
Gotcha.
I would still be a Crip. The way I feel like my life was, and it could sound ignorant to whoever wants, I don't give a shit. Like, the way I was brought up, the way I was introduced to this shit, it was like, it was gonna happen. I thought about this plenty of times. I was like, damn, this shit was gonna happen regardless. I'm like, I wasn't gonna be a blood. I wasn't gonna be a king. I wasn't gonna be anything else. I was gonna be a Crip, regardless. It was gonna happen one way or another. I like the way they move, the things I've learned from being in shit, like my mental. You know, there's a lot of shit that I adapted from it, from the OGs, from the bigger homies that taught me and shit, like certain ways of moving, certain ways of operating and shit. I always been a leader. It wasn't like I was following. I always been a leader. It's like, nah. So certain shit, I don't regret being. Now I'll tell you this much. I want that life for my son. I want that life for my nephews or my nieces. I don't. Yeah. I don't think that's a life.
It's a different era. It's a different time.
It's a different era, different time, and also I feel like
it wasn't like yours.
And that's another thing. I feel like I'll tell you this much. If my father would have been in my life, I probably wouldn't have been in the game. Put it like that.
And a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah, if my father was in my life, I wouldn't have been in the game. I guarantee you. I know that. That's the only way. That's why I said the way I was brought up, my life, everything, the way everything was going, the way I was introduced to shit. I think about my life in retrospect. I take myself out of my shoes and analyze like my timeline and be like, yo, it was bound to happen. Like, you know, it was like the way the people.
He was missing something.
And I was like I said, I was looking for acceptance. I was looking for a family. I was looking for that. I was searching for that. I was yearning for that, and I didn't even know. And I found it, and I became a part of something big and shit. You know, something bigger than me. You know, and then when I'm not a novice, like I like to read. I learn, so it's like I started doing my own history on what it is that I'm affiliated with. I started learning, because remember, I didn't know nothing about this when I first came, so I had to learn what this shit was about, where this shit started, what year it started, where it came from, what are the members. I didn't even know I'm listening to Snoop Dogg my whole life, and the Snoop Dogg's a Crip. Like, you know what I'm saying and shit. So then it's like I'm listening to Eazy-E my whole life and shit. I ain't know he was a Crip. So it's like certain shit is like, okay, you start putting two and two together, you start learning, and you know, it's dope.
That true blue shit, loyalty. 12 years old, introduced to the game. I was committed before I started to bang. This shit started to change. I was going full force with this thing. No hesitation, I was persistent just to catch me a stain. I'm losing focus cause I was headed down a dark road. I did some shit I had to for the gang, only Lord knows.